once again, I went off to talk to my buddy Phil at Tone Technologies, and he happened to have a Boss SD-1, a modded Boss SD-1 in his shop. So I talked to him for a minute, and he offered to let me take this bad boy home and play with it and see if maybe possibly I wanted to mod my SD-1. So this is just a short, simple, sweet comparison of the two. Now, I'm not going through the entire sweep because it's an SD-1. Now, there's a billion demos on what to do with an SD-1, and heck, I've even got one up on YouTube myself. You can go look at my SD-1. What we're going to do though is we're going to set the tone knobs at 12 o'clock, and we're going to set the levels at 12 o'clock. That's the reference. Now, let's start off with the original SD-1. Sounding pedal by any stretch of the imagination. But now, this is what a modded one sounds like. For the most part, to me, the biggest difference in these tends to sound like this one seems like it's a little bigger sounding, and the highs seem like they're a little, the highs are a little rounder there. It's not quite as pointy as the original. The original seems to have more growl. Okay, so in short, I feel like the biggest difference between these two pedals, it seems like the modded version of the SD-1 is it's a little bigger and it's a little fuller sounding. That being said, it also tends to have a slightly more subdued mid-range response, which is what I like the most about the original SD-1. Is I like the mids, but this has a more subdued, less pointy treble response, and that is one of the things I really don't like about the original SD-1. Is I think sometimes that the treble is just a little too shrill from time to time, not always, but and it's a little too pointy. So even though those both sound like kind of negative things, I really like both these pedals. I like the original. I grew up using an original SD-1, and I also grew up using an original DS-1. I played those pedals for years. I like those pedals. It's just like, it's something comfortable, and it's something I'm used to. It's one of those things where you don't have to fight the pedal or try to understand it. I mean, you've used it so long, you just turn it on and you go. That being said, I do like the new modded version. It's not quite the night and day world of difference that I would expect from an amp mod, but it's subtle and it is an improvement. And the best thing about this is this improvement on this pedal. I think the mod only costs like $40 for the mod. If you supply the pedal, it only costs $40. And I've listened to other guys' modded pedals whose pedals don't sound as good as Tone Technologies pedals, and these guys are paying way more. You're talking about, you got companies out there that are selling $124 DS1s. Anyway, a DS1 costs, like, you can get one for less than $40 right now. So a $120 version of one is just, it's insane. Why would I pay that? If I was going to pay $120 for a pedal instead of getting a modded DS1, I would just go buy a more expensive pedal. It's one thing if you're some big star and someone's just modding your pedal for free to make a name for themselves, but when you actually have to go out there and buy the mod, I'm like, just spend a couple more dollars and just go out and get you a more high-end pedal. Spend the money modding your amp. Or save it up for a new guitar or a new pedal. But anyway, that being said, this has been my little gear and review comparison of Tone Technologies modded Super Overdrive. And like I said, I think that this is a pretty killer version. It does sound different than the original. It's different enough that even if you like the original, buy an original one and have it modded, and then